81-74. That's all it took for the Virginia Cavaliers to get a Thursday ACC tournament victory against the NC State Wolfpack. Hi, everybody. I'm Jack Lowe with the Cavalier Connection here. Virginia getting it done once again for the third time this season against NC State. Was overall a pretty dang good game. Virginia blew out NC State the first two times they played. They played in Raleigh. They blew them in. They played at Virginia. They beat them by 29 points that time. A team that they have not struggled at all against this season. Well, they drew them in the ACC tournament in the first round, the quarterfinals, as Virginia earned the double bye as the second seed. And they had their way. They had no trouble whatsoever. Well, they had trouble, but they did not get the blowout victory like they did earlier in the year a couple times. A much closer game. NC State came out firing, had a great, first half, competed really well, hit some big shots. Paul McNeil Jr. was hitting some big shots. But Virginia came out. They came out a bit slow offensively, not much doing with the starters. Johan Greenlow got in a little bit of foul trouble early in this one, got two very quick fouls in the first couple of minutes of play. Big issue, except for the fact when Virginia has such a deep bench, it was not as big of an issue. They brought in Hugo Onyenso. We know what he's capable of. A lot of people, including myself, portray him as the best shot blocker in the nation, and he did that today. My man had 8 blocks on the day, had 8 points as well. 8 blocks. They continued to try and drive in the paint on him, and he continued to reject. And not only getting the blocks, but some defensive pressure. He scares people away from shooting the ball in the paint. He affects shots. He's a shot effector. MTC Media, Marcus Washington said that well as everybody else who notices it. He's so good defensively. As you see Florida State starting to enter behind me, they're going to get ready to play against Duke coming up in the second session here at the Spectrum Center in the ACC tournament. So players are now arriving, trying to get their warm-up straight. Arena's also getting cleaned up from the first session. Miami beat Louisville, so now we know Virginia will be playing against Miami in the semifinals tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Praise the Lord. We got the 7 o'clock start time, not the 9 o'clock. So we'll get to know our result first, and then I can do all my work. But overall, Hugo Onyenso, that's where I was. Man, 8 blocks on the day for him. Had such a good day, and we needed it so bad from him. When Greenlow gets in foul trouble like that so early, we need somebody to step up big. And Onyenso picked up 30 minutes. Greenlow had 10. As Greenlow had to cut his day short a couple of times because of the fouls. He got a third foul early in the second half, so he came right back out again. But when he was in the game in the second half, had a couple of quick buckets, some good plays defensively, left a little bit of an impact on the floor. But Onyenso, ultimately the game changer in this one with his 8 blocks. And I think he grabbed 6 rebounds as well and 8 points on his own. Had a couple of alley-oops, had a couple of nice reverse lays. Did not hit a 3. He tried a 3 from about where I'm standing, actually. Did not quite hit it, but ultimately still provided such an impact on the floor tonight. Jakari White came off the bench. The bench was so big early. Jakari White kind of got the offense going. He hit a 3 that kind of lifted the lid off the building a little bit. He finished with 12 points, I believe he finished with 12, yeah. Had a couple of threes. I think he had 4 threes. He was like 4 of 8. I think that's what it was. 4 of 8 from the floor. I don't have the stats with me, unfortunately, to be able to tell you exactly, but White came on the floor. He provided an impact, hitting his threes. He had a lot of TV interviews afterwards. I wasn't able to catch up with him, unfortunately, but Jakari White doing Jakari White things. Also really good. People don't talk about his perimeter defense. So good sticking with whoever has the ball, an on-ball defender on the perimeter. And a piece of that is because of the fact he knows the people behind him in the paint, whether it's Greenlow, Onyenso, are such good shot blockers. He's not too worried about them driving, because if they drive, Greenlow and Onyenso are just going to block it. So he worries about playing that perimeter defense, and he plays that role so well. And then obviously we know what we got offensively, and not only shooting, but he's such a playmaker. Whether he's driving down the baseline, finding a man open, provides such a spark. Speaking of commanding an offense, Dallin Hall, how about him today, man? Again, this is a typical Dallin Hall. See, I'm making sure I'm not going to get run over here. I might have to get out of the way here before too long. But Dallin Hall commanded the offense. He had 5 assists, 6 assists. I don't remember. He definitely had 5 rebounds. I want to say he was 5 and 5. He didn't. He had a 3. He had 5 points. I want to say he had 5 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. I could have that wrong. Again, I don't have the official stats with me, unfortunately. But Dallin Hall dishing the ball all over the place. Again, some great perimeter defense from him, as well as he hit a big 3 as well in the second half. He hit a 3 to push the lead to double digits for the first time, which got Virginia up 10. That provided a boost of momentum. They started to come down and hit some big shots, gain a lot of momentum, held that big lead for quite a while. Even if it wasn't in double digits, they still held a lead for quite a while. There's our man Preston right there. We love having Preston, the Who's On podcast. Go check him out as well. But just my train of thought. We love Preston Willett. Go check him out on the X. And I was talking about onions. So Dallin Hall, yes, Dallin Hall came in. He hit that three to send it to double digits and be able to get in, as well as having those assists. Such a big deal. And Malik Thomas, I was going to mention Malik Thomas. Sorry about that. Malik Thomas and Sam Lewis, two veterans on this team who came in the transfer portal. They were so good today offensively. Lewis was shooting 4 or 5 from 3. He had such a great day. And then Thomas was hitting shots left and right as well. They both stepped up as leaders offensively, and then, of course, defensively, too. As well as Thomas hit 2 very clutch free throws at the end. Ultimately, great days for them offensively and defensively as well. So you had that offensive production going. Chance Mallory played a lot of minutes. Not quite what you want. He hit a big 3 early to kind of propel Virginia to get their first lead of the game. But defensively, he was good. He passed the ball around nice. He drove down the baseline multiple times, found a couple guys. He did get blocked once, showing shades of K.A. Clark. He tried to put up a layup after getting a steal in transition, and he got absolutely rejected. But, you get what you get. This is his first time. He's a freshman. This is his first season. He grew up watching the ACC tournament, and now he's playing in it. A dream come true for him. All sorts of great work from everybody. Everybody, it was a come-together victory. It wasn't always perfect, but ultimately everybody pulled their weight together and, got things going, got things moving, and they were able to get the win today against NC State, sending NC State home packing. However, with NC State's win over Pitt the other day, I do believe NC State is good. They will be making the tournament. They should be in for good. Nothing really to worry about there, I don't think, especially because a lot of bubble teams are losing. They shouldn't have anything to worry about. A bigger storyline might be Ohio lost today. Their undefeated season is no more. So now you talk about, are they going to get in? I still believe they should, but UMass over them today late, and they weren't able to pull that late game magic together again as well. But you can see here at the ACC tournament, Duke and Florida State starting to warm up behind me. That game starting in about an hour and a half, exactly an hour and a half from now, here in Charlotte at the Spectrum Center. As it's been a really fun couple of days. But ultimately, not many upsets have been pulled. We got Virginia, Miami coming up in the semifinals tomorrow night, and we still have the higher seeds competing now. FSU trying to compete with Duke. They looked really good against Cal last night. You got to wonder if they're going to be able to pull a good game against Duke. Duke's also missing a couple of starters, missing multiple big pieces for their team. So you got to wonder, is FSU going to compete? And they've looked really good as of late. I mean, since January, they really have not lost any game other than they played Virginia and they lost. So you got to wonder if FSU is going to make something happen tonight. I'll say this. I would take the plus 16.5 for Florida State. If you're looking at spreads and over-unders, I would love to take Florida State in that. Ultimately, it was a fun game for the Hoos. They were able to get it done. And now, hey, a lot of the players sat in the sections. They may have shown it on TV. They were watching the Miami-Louisville game. It was a great basketball game to watch, kind of scouting out. And now they get to play against the Miami Hurricanes for the second time this season. The first time was back at JPJ, where Virginia did get the victory over them in late game fashion. That's when Tony Bennett had his name inducted on the court and the ceremony for him. So it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Neutral site atmosphere. It's a lot of fun in here. And, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get UVA, Miami, and then after that, the other semifinal game, we're going to see between Duke, FSU, and then UNC playing after that one, playing against Clemson. That'll be a fun one as well. Unfortunately, Caleb Wilson is out, so we'll have to see. But that's going to wrap us up tonight. Hey, go check out the YouTube channel, The Cavalier Connection. I've got all my interviews. I interviewed almost every player that played today in the locker room post-game. Go check out all that. It's all great stuff. Dallin Hall had a lot of great quotes. There's a lot of great quotes in there you want to go see for sure. So go check that out. Go check out thecavalierconnection.com. I've got my post-game article on there, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff that's happening around Charlottesville between baseball, softball, and then obviously this preview articles, everything. You want to go check out thecavalierconnection.com. Got all our coverage on there. We're providing coverage all the way up until Virginia's eliminated. So check out all that. I've been working really hard on it, so I really appreciate it if you go take a read or go check out some of these interviews. With that, that's going to wrap us up. We get to watch the Hoos play again tomorrow in the semifinals here at the Spectrum Center. Stay tuned here. I'll be posting videos, articles, everything. So stay tuned, but that's going to wrap us up tonight. Until tomorrow, go Hoos. We'll watch a couple more games, see what happens on the other side of the ACC bracket. Take care, everybody.